So welcome back to the campaign. For anyone new, I play games for the storytelling and challenge, which generally means taking my time, trying to stay thematic, and avoiding exploits. If you prefer min-maxing or speeding through content, then my stuff may not be for you, although you're welcome to join us for a while to find out. In Total War Warhammer, that means using some mods to make the campaign and battles slower and harder to try to fit the brutal world of Warhammer, and also fighting all but the most lopsided battles manually. There's a link in the description to the video where I go over all the mods we're using and why, and another with a link to the Steam Workshop collection where you can subscribe to all these mods with one click. For this campaign, we are playing as Kugath Plaguefather, the Fetid Brewmaster, setting out to spread across the world not for the sake of conquering it, but in search of the perfect plague. For some reason, humans and dwarves and lizards and everyone else don't seem to want to embrace Grandfather Nurgle's toxic love, and are fighting back, which is an annoyance to Kugath and will just have to use more forceful methods, like destroying their armies, conquering their cities, and spreading our corruption to every province we can reach. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do here, before I even forget about it, is check to see whether or not Grog really is a demon prince now. So let me do that first. And Grog, you are a Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle. I thought so. So, yeah, this is really weird. This is... I mean, I guess you'd have to call it a bug in the game. If you are playing on Legendary difficulty, I suspect it doesn't happen if you save the game normally in any other difficulty after this event happens. But because I'm assuming maybe the save happens before you actually click on this dialogue, and so even though it has said here, character replaced with the Demon Prince, as we see here, even though we ended the last episode with him being a Demon Prince, he's back to being a Chaos Sorcerer Lord now. So, that's fine. I'm pretty sure he will be back to being a Demon Prince in the next turn. So, that's one thing that I wanted to check. The other thing I wanted to kind of think about, first of all, we got to get our money situation under control. The money, now that the immediate threat of Gorst is, you know what, I just got to do this. I'm just so obsessive compulsive about this. I got to make sure that I've gotten all of my messages off my screen, and also while I'm thinking about it, okay, so this is actually a bit of a much stronger army than I was anticipating. He's got these Minotaurs and he's got 3 Cygors. Not something that we couldn't take care of, but we don't want to just kind of let him wander over here where we don't have any armies and start to pillage to his heart's content, or even worse, attack our settlements. So definitely something to think about right there. And our vampiric corruption, what are we looking at right now? Our vampiric corruption's at 69, so we would still suffer the attrition if we move around in non-encamp stance. The winds of magic here are blowing, so at least we're not losing any winds of magic, but I really would like to be able to go into it. Into channeling stance, so we can pick up some winds of magic, at least for Grog here, because he is a spellcaster. Looks like Kugath has got plenty, and Falpus needs to go into channeling stance as well. Okay, so let's get these armies figured out. The first thing is I need to get rid of any super expensive, inefficient units. Don't really have any. The Chaos Spawn, or the Spawn of Nurgle, I guess. They're rank 3. They're costing us 263. This is a mortal army. Now, they are considered mortal. They're not demons. At least I'm pretty sure they're not considered demons. Let me click on him. Yeah, they have the mark of Nurgle, but they're not demons. Okay, so this army is mortal. However, this guy's going to become a demon prince, which is going to make him a demon, obviously. So at some point we're going to want to replace... Well, our demon prince, I'm probably going to want to thematically make his army be a demon army. However, I'm not going to just go willy-nilly, not going to do anything ridiculous like getting rid of all the mortal units, and I'm not going to replace him because we need him to become a demon prince. But in time, we will make sure that we start to move back towards the thematic armies that we had intended, which means the mortals being in a mortal lord's army. So, a couple things we can do here. Let's go ahead and maybe... I don't think we need 3 armies. So I think what I'm going to do, first of all, I need to refresh my memory about which of our heroes I was setting up to be a field agent. So nobody in Kugath's army.
Blessed be the putrid.
I want to say the Caring Groom was maybe one of them.
Cataclysm.
But who else? I think there was a Plague Ridden that I wanted to use as a field agent. I'm not having much luck here, am I? Well, he's only rank 2. Okay, I guess I'm wrong. I guess I hadn't. Maybe I'm just thinking of one of my other campaigns. That's extremely possible. I do want to go ahead and give him Blade Master while I'm thinking about it. Do we have any magic items or ancillaries to leave assigned here? Well, these poisoners can only go in Lord's armies. Nurglish familiars. No reason to not do that. Nurglish familiar, sure, why not? Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put... Wait a minute. Where are you at? Oh, you're up there, of course. That's right. I'm keeping eyes down here on Kolek. So yeah, this will be... there's been a little bit of discussion about whether or not it's appropriate to go to war against Archaon versus Kolek. I do feel like Archaon is a... Oh, he's not weaker anymore. When I first looked at him a few turns ago, he was much weaker, but he's clearly rebuilt his armies up since then. So I think maybe what we're going to do, because we're not really in a super good position here to be offensive, I think what we're going to do is we're going to give ourselves an early warning system. You're Nurgle, so let's use you. You are level 11, though. That's okay. I'm going to use you up here. Just to keep eyes on Archaon. I want to be... I'm not, I guess, maybe at this point, if he's not super vulnerable, I don't want to be provoking him necessarily, but I want to be in a position to be able to react in whichever direction we have to. Now, if they both declare war on us at the same time, not going to be a whole lot we can do about that, but I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of position myself here in the middle for right now. This is an expensive army to not be doing anything with, but I can't really afford to boost him up to a full 20 stack, which is what I'm going to want to do before I launch a major offensive up here. So he's okay for now. Down here, I'm going to get Falpus into... Wait a minute, is Grog already... Grog is not at 20. Great. Okay, so we're going to put our heroes into this army. Not Kugath. Didn't mean to select you. Here we go. Emil Hooklander. You are in there as well. Okay, so we got lots and lots of mortals in here, mostly heroes at this point. And then you I'm really sorry about this, Valpus. You've been a little bit useful, but I'm going to have to disband you for now because I need the money. We will get you back into the campaign at some point down the road. Now, I'm going to go ahead and... There's no way that he would attack us with all of our heroes. So I'm going to go ahead and move you here. And I don't think we have to worry about staying inside the settlement for any reason. So Kugath, you can come out as well. Let's put you into channeling stance as well. You can come here. You know what? There's no reason to have you in channeling stance for the extra 5 that you would get. There's no reason to suffer the attrition. Okay, so now that leaves Flayed Rock. We're still obviously in awesome shape from a control perspective, but we do need to have some more money to be able to do some building here. So I'm kind of hoping actually that this Rarm character here, that he does decide to move down into our territory so that we can hit him next turn, fight a battle, and get some money out of it. Plus eliminate him as a nuisance because these guys are constantly nuisances. Alright, so we probably can't really afford to do much from a building perspective, can we? So oh yeah, somebody reminded me, thank you. I need to change this. There's no real reason for him to be in corruption. What's this called again? I forget what you call these things all of a sudden. Edict, yes. So let's give him the control. I think there's no real... Yeah, obviously that only affects armies and province. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and give them the control. The control will be useful here. And we're getting a little bit more control from our rot and bleeding ears. And is this what we have here as well? It is. Is this what we have here as well? It is. Here. Yep, okay, very good. So that means that we're probably in pretty good shape now with this. We're at 24. Well, let's hope it keeps spreading. I can't afford to just keep putting more plagues up for no reason turn after turn just to increase that number, so we'll have to be patient. It'll get there eventually. Happy with this. Pig Barter and Ruin's End. You guys you got 19 units here. That's pretty strong. We don't really seem to be threatened over on this front, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. I don't think the Chaos Dwarves are going to declare war on us anytime soon, and I don't really want to provoke them right now. The main priority, quite frankly, is we want to get these thirst for blood traits taken care of. And if it takes me a turn or two to do that, that's okay. We'll just build up our defenses everywhere in the process. So, hero not moved. Yes, I know I'm going to leave you there. Building upgrade available. Research available. This we obviously do want to do. So now... I could do the preferred strain. I could do the touch. Let me look through really quickly here. Lesser Garden of Blight. Fattening Seeds. I feel like there was something at the tail end of last episode that I was trying to make a mental note to remember to take. We don't have frozen climates, I don't think. Oh yes, that's what it was. It was... Which, here, let me do this. Which one is it that we need for, Oh, it's, right here. It's Fever. We need Fever. Okay, so if I go back here to research... Accidentally bumped my microphone there. I hope that didn't cause a problem. Oh, it's all the way here in the very first one. And it takes 5 turns. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because having a little bit of extra favor while our plagues are spreading would be very, very nice considering our money situation. Money's always tight with Nurgle. Love Nurgle, but I'm really glad that their economy, that money is always tight because they just... I know this sounds like a ludicrous statement, but I genuinely believe they'd be way too powerful if they had a significantly better economic situation. So, let's go ahead and check our diplomacy here. We're at 15. We're still only yellow. That's interesting. We're still only considered a moderate threat. The Chaos Dwarves, they're all in pretty good shape. The rats here, the Grimgore's all the way up to number 1, so this is interesting. But we have that non-aggression pact, which probably means, yeah, these Chaos Dwarves aren't too happy with us, are they? Alright, well, let's check all this out. Okay, let's go ahead and end our turn. Not the most exciting turn in the world, but a little bit of maintenance needs to be done here. I need to start getting some more military buildings built. Then the money will start rolling in, and then we can start getting our armies exactly where we want them. Like, I want to start replacing Nurglings with Beasts of Nurgle. Obviously can't afford to do it right now, but in time. Dagnabbit. Well... There we go. Yeah, I'm ascended. Yeah, so we actually get the whole dialogue prompt again. So this is weird because I could actually choose this again. So even though I did this last turn, I'm going to have to do it again. I am ascended. Boom. Okay. Present in regions during building construction. That's good. The Gallows Tree received a plague here. What do we have up here? This is... Oh, the green pox. Yeah, that's great. That works for me. Floating mountain. Green pox. Green. Yep. Pig barter. What did you get? Did you get the? That's good. That's what we want. Flayed rock. Same for you. That's good. Some experience has been transferred to the Demon Prince, so we're up to 26. I believe we're going to find out we have 26 spreads here. Yes, we do. 27. Okay. So it spread to a one of the neighboring factions as well. I don't really see where, but it must have. That or something's wrong with my math, which is certainly possible. Okay, so we got some population surplus. Ooh, that's interesting. War declared. Well, here's what we're going to do. He didn't get wiped out, did he? No, we just lost track of him. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to say, hey, Grimgore, you know, I'm sure you're, even though you're the strongest, well, you're not the strongest faction in the game anymore, but you're at war with the Shadowgore war herd. What do you think if we were to help you out with them? Would you pay us anything? You'd pay us $22.92. I'm not going to say no to that. Boom. So now, maybe the Shadowgore war herd will come down and attack us, which we want to have happen because we would get some money out of it. Okay. And we could afford to start doing some more things here. We actually can afford some military buildings. We don't need to build any right here. What we really need more than anything is 16,000 to be able to level him up. Okay, what about up here? You guys are already building all you can build for the moment, but in one more turn, we'll be able, if we have 4,000, we'd be able to upgrade a settlement. Here, you've got growth. We could get you a control building. That's probably not a bad option. Just for the extra money, really. It's not like we're in desperate need of control. We're down here. Or is Flayed Rock the right place to do it? Well, we make less money in Flayed Rock than we do up here. We have, let me do it like this. We have this building and we have this building, okay? So we could do Demonic Egg Sacs. This doesn't get us Beasts of Nurgle, though. I think it's an advanced one that gets us Beasts of Nurgle. Yeah, right here. So this is what we need. And this also gets us Great Unclean Ones, which will be nice for a little bit later in the campaign, but you have to be tier 5 in your settlement to be able to get this. But this is really nice because the income generated is higher than it is for most other buildings. This one goes as high as 700, which is super nice. Really like to get one of these buildings going. And really the place to do this would be down in our starting province, the Dragon Isles. So here they go up to 300, this one goes to 400, and this one goes to 500. So this is going to be a priority military building, even though we don't necessarily need more plague bearers in our recruiting pool. I'm not sure if we're at the cap yet. We're probably not, but once we get there, it's still good to have this building because it's 500 per turn. Basically, when it goes through a full cycle here, you get more money out of this than you get out of the other basic military buildings, unless there's something wrong with my math, which again, extremely possible. Okay, so let's go ahead and do what over here? We have 2 basic military buildings, so we might as well build this. This carnivorous compost is going to give us just the basic units of a garrison and income of an infrastructure building, but that's okay. It'll provide the benefit of reducing the cycle time for our military buildings. So that's one that we could afford. And I think we're going to maybe save our money up a little bit because there's too many other things that we want to do. Is there any need for any infrastructure buildings in this province right now? There's nothing, like this doesn't help reduce, nothing helps reduce the vampiric corruption any faster. It doesn't really matter. I think it's actually dropping down quickly enough now that I probably don't need to worry about it. There's some value in doing the Nurgle corruption in adjacent provinces, though. And there's also value in getting the garrison built up. So I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to do that so that your garrison becomes a little bit stronger. And that we start getting some spread of our corruption. So that's fine. We're going to move you back into encampment stance. Get you here. We want you replenishing. Oh, we lost track of him completely. I bet he went into hidden encampment stance. I'll bet he did. Okay. So, I'm going to leave Kugath close enough in case they were to jump over the mountain there and try to attack Flayed Rock. We want to have an army close enough to attack them. In fact, I might even want to... Is there any value in doing that, I wonder? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, let's go ahead and do The level up for you. Replenish troops. Boom. There's a level up here, I thought. Yes, there is. You. Okay. You are in a position to get something up here. Oh, that's right. I bumped up your leadership. I think... I don't want to put all of our points into boosting leadership. I think the +4 is good enough for now. Hopefully we'll start to remove some of these traits. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I gotta do this. So obviously Route Marcher. I need to take a second here and look to see what, if any, units do we want to specialize in here. I don't guess any of these right here are for any specific units. Doesn't look like it. So it's just going to be whatever we decide to do in the red line. Infernal Champion. So he's obviously now he's a much stronger melee combatant, which I like. We're going to have plenty of spellcasters because that's the one really nice thing about Nurgle. Nurgle gets plenty of heroes, considering that every resource building allows you +1 capacity of every type of hero. We're going to have more Plague Riddens than we know what to do with. So I'm not really worried about focusing on spell casting with our Demon Prince right now. He's fast. He can fly. We're going to beef up his melee. We need to be rank 18 before we can really worry about this. Or 16 for this. Okay. Let's go ahead and give him hard to hit. Always a favorite of mine, and that gets his melee defense up to 77, which is really nice. Armor wouldn't be too bad, but I kind of feel like 2 points just to get 15 extra armor. Not really a great investment as far as I'm concerned. Charging I rarely do. Well, I do it as a, like, with my last few points usually, but I don't prioritize it because charging just requires additional micro, and I kind of like the things that are more passive. So let's go ahead and give ourselves the Deadly Blade. We can now do Foe Seeker. That's it for him for now. What's he looking at here from... This is all fine, I guess. Potion of Healing is good. The Forbidden Rod is something I probably will never use. It's actually maybe worth... You do get a default of plus 10% spell resistance, but I'm actually going to... Who's got it? My Demon Prince has got it. And and Kugoth has one. We could salvage for 500. I'm gonna fuse them. We got a Chromatic Tome. This is something else I'll probably never use. But is it better? Iron Curse Icon is something that I want to keep with you. What about you? Oedipus. Yeah, we'll give it to Oedipus. Okay. Anything else here that I'm in any hurry to... See, the reason I don't like those other ones is because it does damage to you. I don't like things that do damage to you. Okay, good enough. Good enough. All right, let's not make this episode any more boring than it already is. Let's go ahead and advance the turn again. What are we up to now? 81. 81. Okay, we're getting up there. Let's. I'm kind of hoping that he tries to attack us here. I don't think he would. We've got way too much going on there. Okay. And what about you up here? What am I doing with you? You don't really need... I'm going to put you in ambush stance. The reason being, if any of these guys wants to make a move on us, I want them to think that our army is not there. Can you see Writhing Fortress yet? You cannot. Okay. Can you now? You still cannot. You still cannot. Okay. Now you can. Alright, what do we got here?
Bring ruin.
A level 2 lord.
Despoilers come.
Well, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. You see what the problem is here? His name is Grog also. No, sir, we don't like that. Alright. This is a problem. We're going to rename you to be... You are now Demon Grog. This is, I don't like it when they have... When they repeat names. Okay, alright, let's, yeah, we've already spent our money. Hero not moved, yeah, we know, okay. Alright, let's check our diplomacy out.
Ease top.
Do we need to top off our plague down here? No, you got plenty of time left. Okay. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm really kind of hoping that some of these thirst for blood traits start getting removed. I don't have any idea what to expect in terms of how long it would take. I don't know for sure that that anti-Skaven building that we built really works, but I read somewhere that it does. Now, we're not going to lose the traits yet because we still have more than 50 vampiric corruption. Not only are we not losing them, we're gaining more. Unbelievable. I don't know why I said unbelievable. It's completely believable. Be at war with the Star Crushers. Interesting. Okay, so we could actually get a benefit out of going to war with them. So that's a thought. Faction encountered. Oh, we encountered Boris. How about that? Ready for duty. This isn't the one that I... Oh, no, that's right. This is a... an agent. Is this the guy that we... Yes, this is the guy that we had set up as the agent. Okay. I knew I had done it with somebody. Alright. So, how are we looking now for vampire corruption? Is it safe? No, we still suffer attrition. Well, we gotta start doing something useful with our armies, but I do want to get that trait removed. Let's take a look at Cathay. Let's get over here. There we go. That's nice to see. We spread our plagues over here into Cathay. So, how is Cathay looking? Is Cathay a decent option? Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They're not so super powerful that I need to worry about taking them on. Grimgore, I feel like, is actually, you know, I don't want to just ignore him because he'll turn on us at some point, I have no doubt. But in terms of aversion, he's at minus 15. I'd be surprised if Cathay's not worse than that. Aversion minus 100. Yeah, that's what I thought. Plus they don't like Grimgore, so Grimgore would presumably like it if we did end up at war with Cathay. So let's go ahead and get our agent here. Let's get him on the way to check out Cathay. And you guys, you get a skill up here. What do we want to do with you? I guess we want to do that. Okay. So here's the thing. You know what? I'm now thinking maybe I need to move. Maybe that they're better off inside. Maybe they're more likely to to lose the trait if they're inside the settlement. It's going to be an experiment. We're going to experiment here for a couple of turns. I'm going to put you back into channeling stance. We're going to move you away from the border a little bit because I don't see the Shadowgore Warherd. And we'll at least get some Winds of Magic out of this. So yeah, I want to see. I guess I'm just crossing my fingers. It might be pure wishful thinking, but if and when we start losing some of the Thirst for Blood traits, does it happen in Kugath's army before it happens in Demon Grog's army? That's going to be the experiment, because I just kind of have this sense that maybe you're better off inside the settlement. I seem to remember back in the days of the Realms of Chaos campaign that was the case. All right, let's get your blade shield up and yours as well. Anybody else? No. Let's go ahead in anticipation now of starting a war with
March on, children.
with Kolek. We're going to start marching back down this way, but not really in any hurry to do it because we're not really in great shape to start a war. You have a skill up, so that's nice. In fact, yeah, how do I want to... You're a Plague-ridden of Nurgle. We definitely want to get you some spells here. Okay, and what if we were to do this? It would be an assault garrison. I thought maybe it was a technology thing, but probably wouldn't be worth the money anyway.
Chaos.
All right, you're fine where you are. I just want you to keep eyes on them for now. If they start moving towards us, we need to have that early warning. Now here, yeah, this spot is going to be reserved for a military building. Shambletown. Okay, Shambletown, you are not unpleasant. You're temperate, so that's good. Right now we've got the growth and the corruption. We don't really need the control here, and there's no value in us building. I should say there's very little value in us building this one right here because we don't have any slots then to build any military buildings here anyway. The only value is that it does increase your garrison and it does still provide us with some money, but it's a low priority. I think we're probably going to end up getting one of the basic military buildings there as well. Okay, this is just the problem with not having very much in the way of money. Although our income's up to 2,000 now, so that's pretty good. It's a far cry from where we were just a couple turns ago. Okay. Hero not moved. Yes, that's fine. Yes, we know. Let me just look at our plague situation here. We still got plenty of plagues going on here. All right, let's check our diplomacy. We've dropped to 24. Don't remember what we were now. I feel like that's a drop. Probably is, because I did disband one army. Okay, let's see what happens. I apologize for this not really being the most exciting episode from a battle perspective, but we don't want to start war with Cathay or with the Warriors of Chaos before we're ready. And this is one thing. This is really a, depending on how you prioritize things, this is a nice thing about Nurgle. Nurgle obviously has some flaws, but a Nurgle campaign has some flaws. But you really, after you deal with Gorst, you generally are in a position where... Okay, I think he just got wiped out. No, he didn't get wiped out. That's interesting. You're really in a position that's very defensible. For whatever reason, Cathay never seems to be in any hurry to attack Kugath, which means you can, 9 times out of 10, you can start the war with Cathay at a time of your own choosing. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's good. What am I looking? Oh, yeah, the attrition, of course, and the rank gained. Okay, so buildings built up to 2,400. Factions. Oh, yeah, right there, the faction destroyed. Okay, so they threw themselves at this. Only had a garrison of 17. They really didn't even do much damage. Oh, look at that. It's got some black orcs in there. That's a nice looking. For a minor settlement, that's a nice looking garrison. So this makes me want to play a Greenskins campaign. If I were to play a Greenskins campaign, which legendary lord should I play? I kind of lean towards Skarsnik. I have a kind of a thing for Skarsnik, but I kind of like all of the Greenskin lords. Anyway, so this is just to give people a sense of what the garrison mods that we're using do here. You can see how strong just a regular old minor settlement can be with a garrison. This orc guard house is what's providing most of that, so that's cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm very guilty of grass is greener mentality, where, you know, even when I'm really enjoying a campaign like I am enjoying this one, even when I'm really enjoying it, I'm sort of like, yeah, but wouldn't it be fun to play such and such? So that's why I have 4 different campaigns going, because if I only play one campaign at a time, I do get bored. Okay, let's go ahead and get you. I don't desperately need the leadership, but it looks like I was going to go ahead and fill up that whole line with you because you've pretty much got everything else. All right. Okay, we want to start. We want to start another offensive here soon. I'm going to give this one more turn from a. Yeah, no, we're still suffering attrition. What does it have to be? Less than 25, maybe? So we'll be there next turn. And then maybe finally we'll start to get rid of this trait. But we can't take forever, you know? At some point we got to start another offensive. Looks like our plague situation is doing okay. Let's continue to get you moving over here. Okay. You know what? I'm too antsy. I'm too antsy. Get moving. Get moving. That army is just too strong to go to waste. If we start fighting in Cathay, we will we'll lose those traits eventually, hopefully. In any case, this is not the right place for me to be leaving my armies. So yeah. Let's get going. Let's get going. It's just, I don't have any idea how long I would have to sit here and wait in flayed rock to be able to lose this trait. So that was not one of my better ideas, but you know, it's no problem. We'll just go ahead and demolish that, and we'll get, we don't need growth, do we? No, by the time we can afford it, we'll already be up to full growth. We already have the one infrastructure building that we want here. So at this point, it's just a matter of military buildings. What about up here with pig barter? You guys, yeah, I just need more money. I need to be able to upgrade here. 8,000. Okay, alright. Lord not moving. I want to get you continuing in this direction. He's already at maximum capacity for Winds of Magic. Hero not moved. Yes, we know. We're going to leave him there. And the other one as well. Building upgrade. Yes, we know. Damaged building. How much would this cost to fix? Yeah, it's not worth that much money to me, quite frankly. I don't know, other than the what is it? Why am I not seeing? Oh, devastation. -1 to public order. I don't really know what leaving that building damaged, you know, what other side effects that has. So we're going to ignore that. We are going to... Shambletown needs a plague. Well, let's give him one. Let's go ahead and give him the rot and the control. Any reason for anything else? No, this is what we need, that fever. We'll start adding that. So it's 100. It would be 150 every time if we start adding the fever. So we're doing okay on infections, but we don't exactly have an infinite amount. All right, let's go ahead and check diplomacy. Okay. End turn. So this is kind of a more mellow episode. This is the lull in the action. Interesting still from a strategic perspective, but not fighting any battles makes me kind of antsy. Okay, we got some ranks. That's good. We'll take those. Demolish that building. That's good. And we're no longer suffering attrition. Yay! There was much rejoicing. Okay, let's go ahead and let's keep it going. Actually, can you reach Knobbly Gorge? No, you cannot. Never mind. These guys look so cool. I'm a big fan of the Nurgle. I think I mentioned this in the last episode. Big fan of the Nurgle aesthetic. Okay, and then we have Kugoth. Let's go ahead and level up you guys. Hard to hit. And you're filled up with everything that I would normally give you, so let's go ahead and you're on foot, right? Yes, you are on foot. Let's, I don't see any reason to not start giving you armor. Oh, wait a minute. No, let me undo that. Let's go ahead and give you Assassinate. Alright, and yeah, just keep moving here. We're up to almost 3,000 income per turn. And I think the thing to do is to take a look now. When we bring both heroes into this army, he's going to be size 13. We got 8 more of these that we have available to recruit. We can't afford them all. Take a look here at his skills. He's got Inspiring Presence, but he hasn't specialized in any particular troops yet. But this is obviously, he's a Great Unclean One. He's a demon. We're going to make this thematically a demon army. And quite frankly, the Plague Bearers with a little bit of cav. That sounds like a good enough army to me. Maybe a Rotfly unit or something. Plague Drone. Can't actually... Never mind, because I don't have any of them available to me. but in time maybe we will get them. Exalted Plague Bearers are 250 per turn. Regular Plague Bearers, 165. Okay. I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to build up our buildings a little bit more first. Oh, look at this. Okay, so this is probably worth the money. We got Floating Mountain here, and we got Dragon's Death down here. Which one is a higher priority? Let's do Dragon's Death. That'll increase your garrison a little bit more. And since you're the front line, that'll be good. This is going to be for a military building. Okay, Flayed Rock. We can now replace what we demolished here with something else. We don't need growth. We don't need control. I'm already building the corruption, and I've already built that. Okay, so you need military buildings as well. So, okay, I guess that was really all we're going to do from a building perspective this turn. Okay, that's fine. That's all right. One more turn. Maybe then we'll be in better shape to start maybe adding some units here. Or not. I don't know. We'll decide later. Okay, so Grog here. Yeah, I want to eliminate this Grog because I don't like the fact that he has made me change my name.
You need a boom.
That is not going to be an easy thing to attack anytime soon. So I suspect the Challenge Stone, likewise, is not going to be very easy to attack. But what we're going to do is we're going to start doing some raiding, probably. Let me just look again at the... Alright, so now they're going back up. It's improving again. They have a slight aversion to us. They don't like our treaty with Grimgor. They see us as a little bit of a strategic threat. But even so, it's still improving. But that won't last long, because we'll lose the benefit there of the military actions against Gorst. Dark Apothecary, yeah, whatever. And Archaon. Okay, so Archaon... They're all improving a little bit, but there's obviously not much room for improvement. Let's go ahead and... I guess we'll leave him here before we pull him up into the army. We'll absorb him when we finally move our army down here. Okay. Was this... Yeah, sorry. Need to keep him going here. Alright. You and you guys... You need to move right here. Okay. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice if he... How far do they move in one turn? I don't guess he's going to jump close enough to us that we could attack him here, this caravan. I don't think caravans are worth nearly as much money when you loot them as they used to be. But I haven't done any experimenting. Okay, Assault Garrison, there's no reason for that, but there is value, I think, in just leaving you here to get eyes on their military disposition here. Okay, they got yeah, they got a strong army. They do have a strong army. Who are they at war with?
Fire and metal.
Clan Eshin, who we have not met, so we don't know how strong they are, and these guys. This is Zatin. I don't know how to say that. Zatan the Black. So he's pretty strong. So that's good. And he's just at war with Cathay. He doesn't like us being allied with Grimgor either. Nobody likes us being allied with Grimgor except for Grimgor. All right, one more end turn. Wait a minute, I didn't do this, did I? Okay, now one more end turn. I bet you he would be willing to give us some money if we declare war on Cathay. So that's a thought. Aha! Okay. Very interesting. Boom. So here's the question. We need to find Kolek himself. Okay, I don't think I want to recruit another Plague Ridden right now. I've got plenty. We get no benefit out of this. Well, I guess I will take a Plague Ridden because it'll at least save me the money of doing a recruit. And I can always disband them. Okay, so what is your trait? Strong? Not what I would normally choose for a Plague Ridden, but I don't think I want to get rid of you. It's not so bad that I will disband you. United against it, yeah, of course, that's fine. Ready for duty, Falpus, okay, that's fine. Highly, there we go, that's nice. We got fever now. So, oh yeah, that I forgot about that objective. So that's very nice. We went ahead and got a little bit of money out of them declaring war on us. And what this tells me is we probably don't want to declare war on Cathay right now because we already found ourselves our next enemy, which is what we wanted all along. So what we really need to do is we just need to find Kolek. He was down in this part of the world before, but I have no idea where he is now. So let's get our agent here. Let's get him rolling up this direction to see if he can find Kolek. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I got time for one more turn. Now that I've already committed to moving, let's go ahead and get you back into channeling stance. Let's get you moving in this direction. Kugath. Let's get you moving in this direction. You can stay in march stance, that's fine. Okay. The hunt is on. Yeah, so that's how far they moved. So he moved all the way from over here to here. Well, it is what it is. Okay. You. Let's get you into the water, I suppose. You'll be a little bit faster, I think, if we do it that way. All right, and yep, we want you heading back towards the army. Level 12, you're too valuable to not have you in the army. Okay. Dungrut here. Alright, so even though he declared war on us, he's not launched an offensive yet. But we do want him to feel like he can. So we are going to continue in ambush stance for now, so he doesn't know where we are. And thinks that this settlement here is relatively undefended. So that's all good. I think I just moved everybody that we need to move. You, I'm going to move you just like this, just to get you off of, yeah. I just wanted to make sure that there weren't any other heroes or anybody else to move this turn. So, building upgrade. We can now afford another military building. Or we could also upgrade this. It's an extra... Oh, that's an extra 400 every turn. Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So this province, yeah, that'll pay for itself faster than any of the military buildings will. Okay, that province is obviously our breadbasket when it comes to money. You are already doing everything you can do, but in 2 more turns, we might be able to upgrade the settlement building. That would be nice. You, I can't afford a military building here, and now we're back down to here. You're a lower priority. Okay, alright. So I've forced myself into 1 more end turn. Now we're coming back here to... Does anything jump out at us here? Well, you know what? We are fighting Norska now. So why not? Damage building. How much are you? Yeah, okay. So it's 1,000 cheaper than it used to be. So he'll repair himself in time. Okay. Let me just check out our plague situation. A plague in every settlement here. Not here, but this is not a good effective use of plagues on the Dragon Isles. They just don't spread, which is very ironic since that's where Nurgle starts. Ruin's End could use a plague. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and give you the... I'm not really so much worried about the control here. So I think I might be a cheapskate, save a little bit of money, or save a little bit of infections, and just go with those 2. So let's do that. And so that's good. If this spreads around a little bit, fingers crossed, we'll make a little bit of money off of it. And I'm assuming I can only do that once per turn, right? I can only do rot and fever. Yeah, okay. Turns until available 1. Okay. All right. Diplomacy. I just want to see what Archaon thinks now. Archaon does not like our war with the Star Crushers, so it is probably just a matter of time now before Archaon attacks us as well. Okay, it is what it is. We'll react to it. Now, he likes us, but he is also at war with Grimgor. I'm not gonna do a non-aggression pact with somebody who is at war with Grimgor. However, that actually leads us to the question then of maybe we go ahead and end. Do we want to end our non-aggression pact with Grimgor? He does like us being at war with Kolek. Yeah, it's something to consider moving forward, but I'm not going to do it just yet. And quite frankly, the mountains are not the ideal direction for us to expand into because it's all unpleasant climate for us. So let's go ahead and do this. Is going to have to be the last end turn, and then we'll have to call it an episode. Okay, we saw no movement out of Kolek. All right. Razor Sack Blizzard Peak. Really? Oh, I see. Okay. Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that might even be doable. Okay, Knobbly Gorge. And that was it. Got some ranks. Still not having any luck getting rid of the trait, which was my main priority coming into this episode, but you know, we only recently got rid of the Vampiric Corruption, so hopefully in time that trait will start disappearing. But in any case, we will find that out in the next episode. That's all we have time for in this one. I do apologize that this wasn't a little bit more action-packed, but hopefully those of you who are following the series can certainly appreciate the strategic importance of this next decision that we make in terms of what we want to do with our armies and getting rid of the traits and all that jazz. So anyway, I am just rambling at this point, so I will say thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.